And I'm gonna say something about Reggie Miller. I didn't really like. I don't think I was a Knicks fan at the time when he was killing them. But you know what made me feel good? When somebody's that great at something, to see them that bad at something, I seen him dress. Reggie Miller is the worst dressed guy you ever want to see. You have
Oh
a belt
man.
on with a jersey and have his jersey tucked. You
Oh
know what I mean?
man.
So Reggie, you're a hell
Yeah.
of a shooter, but you need a PR person. You
Oh
can't shoot.
man. Uh,
Yo, we had to start the show over. We already recorded half the show, didn't have record on, so we'll get to it. All right. What it do is your boy Lifeline. Lifeline presents, bring it to you, GOAT Metrics. We got Seb in the building. What's up, Seb?
What's good, man? Happy to be here.
Benny Blanco, what's good, son? How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Happy to be alive.
That's what's up, man. Yo, this is episode 36. This is part 3 of the bucket list. We going through number 21 through 30. And right now we starting with Kevin Garnett. Garnett played 21 years. He has 26,071 points. He has 0 scoring titles. He's not in the top 50 all-time scores as far as average, but he averaged 17.8 for 21 years, and he never averaged over 30. So we're gonna start with you, Seb. We're gonna start with you. Kevin Garnett as a scorer, and his hash number is handles, athleticism, and shooting. What you feel about Kevin Garnett as a scorer? And give me his hash number.
First of all, I'll go ahead and give you the number first, and I'm gonna say 93 for Kevin Garnett. Um, Again, when I think of Kevin Garnett, intensity. Every game he gave you 100%. Intensity, passion for the game, great defender, rebounder, and also sacrifice. He was one of the first guys that really made a huge sacrifice on his offensive game to change the game defensively. And then, of course, going to Boston or whatever, sacrificing points. Now, I'm gonna say this before I go. I give him 100. I give him an A for the Honey Nut Cheerios line alone. But that wasn't in the score, so we gonna stick with the 93.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll call this show Worst Take. Hey, Benny, Kevin Garnett, 21 years. How you feel about his scoring and his has number?
As number 95.
Okay.
We already know what the big ticket is. And yes, even with the liners, he came through.
Mhm.
But look, I mean, think about it. If you're a ball player, you got to what power forward you want to go into battle with. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to be intense from the moment the tip is up to the end of the game. And he's going to give you full intensity. From a power forward, that's all I need. You know what I'm saying? He had a handle. He developed a mid-range jump shot towards the end of his career or throughout. He worked on it, but it was good enough. Ferocious rebounder, it's a big ticket. 95.
I got you, bro. I'm with you, B. I give him a 95. And I believe when he first came into the league, when he came in with STEPHON, we played with STEPHON and everything, his whole game was athleticism.
Yeah.
He developed a better jump shot. Yeah, he shot in high school. He took shots, but he was always athletic and tall and lanky. So his whole game was athleticism. And then for him to be so tall, he did have a handle. He didn't have, of course, not a Steph Curry and a Kyrie handle, but he was tall enough that he could get to his spots. He could take the ball the length of the court. So he had a handle. And as he developed later on, he got a jump shot. So Kevin Garnett, I give him a 95 for his halves number. Now we're going to go straight to Vince Carter. Vince Carter is number 22 on the all-time bucket list. Vince Carter has 25,728 points out of 22 years. He has zero scoring titles. He's not in the top 50 all-time averages, but he averaged 16.7 for 22 years. Vince Carter never averaged 30 points. Now we're gonna start with you, B. Vince Carter. How you feel about him as a scorer? And then what is his halves number you give him?
Well, pretty much he was the scorer. That's his MO because on D, he wasn't gonna get much there. But half man, half amazing, always provided entertainment. You're gonna get your money's worth to go see him. Athleticism, forget about it. Best dunker in the game. Debatable, maybe one first or second. You could look at it. Maybe he is the best. Um, Showtime. You know what I'm saying? 95.
Okay, okay, B. I see. Seb, what you give him as a score and as a halves number?
And I hate to be the guy that lowballs Vince Carter. I'm gonna give him an 88.
Mm,
And mainly because, again, you know, greatest dunk of all time, arguably. You know, definitely top two. He did have a range, and he was a sneaky shooter later on in his career. We had discussed off camera, but he stayed in the game too long. He didn't know when to leave the game, which really hurt his averages and stuff like that. But when Vince was hot, he was hot. He was going to give you a show every show. I used to call him the bridge. I felt like he bridged that gap between and one in the NBA. Like he gave you that ooh in the eye and still gave you fundamental ball. So I'm going to give him an 88, you know, a solid B plus. Vince Carter, man.
all right, Seb. All right, Seb. And I'm with B on this one, man. I'm gonna give him a 95, and simply because his athleticism is 5,000. You know what I'm saying? When you look at somebody that played above the rim, Vince Carter is one of the greatest, if not the greatest. You know,
Definitely.
Mike might have did it gracefully, but Vince Carter gave it like he was the
Facts.
pull your hair out. So and then,
That's
yeah,
a
he had a
fact.
jump shot. He had handles, of course. Like when we think of handles, when I made the hash number, I wasn't because there's only one Kyrie, but
Right.
we do know players who don't have a handle. But
That's
Vince
a
is
fact.
not one of them. So Vince got a handle, so I had to give him a 95. Now, this is
Okay.
the surprise guy right here, and he probably someone like, what you mean surprise? You know what I'm saying? Like I put buckets in. So we're looking at Alex English, number 23. He played for the Nuggets. He played for a couple of other teams. He played 15 years. He got 25,613 points. He has one scoring title. He got more scoring titles than the last two guys. That's kind of,
Mhm.
and he's number 47 on the all-time scoring averages. He averaged 21.47. As Alex English, he never averaged 30, but he got one scoring title. So Seb, how do you feel about Alex English's career? What's his as far as a scorer, just a scoring, because it's the bucket list. As far as scoring, and then his has number.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, Alex English was one of the guys who surprised me. I had to do a little research on him, and I might shock the world. I'm gonna give Alex English a 95, and it's
Mm.
well deserved. I mean, this guy averaged for his career like 50% from the field, in like the mid 80s for the free throw. Like he was a tall guy. I want to say he 6'8", 6'9". You know, we give
Mhm.
a lot of credit for the point forward position to a lot of guys. This guy started in the 70s, and he was giving assists and shooting mid range. He might have been one of the first quiet point forwards. His career was amazing, and I give him a 95 alone for being able to play over multiple genres or decades. Like he played in the 70s, the 80s, like in the 90s, because he came in the late 70s. So he had the Magics, the Birds, the Mikes, the Hakeems, and was still able to average 21 for a career. That's amazing. So I'm gonna give Alex English a 95, man.
That's what's up. So B, Alex English as a scorer and his halves number.
I got him. I got Alex English at 93, just a little bit under Sev's number. Um, Mid-range assassin, And the thing was, he's like one of these smooth players. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He would get he wasn't stretching you out to the 3-point line or none of that. He operates right in his office mid-range and just could get his shot off. You know what I'm saying? Small forward, enough athleticism that he can get you to the basket. He wasn't like giving out helmets or nothing like that. He was a smooth player. I believe he was into poetry or whatever the case might be, which embolized the way he played on the court. But 93.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna come in between both of y'all. I'm gonna give him like a 94. Alex English had handles. He was athletic in that era. He wasn't super athletic, but when it comes to scoring, like Seb said, bar none. From jump shots to silky layups, he was silk. He was smooth. The way he scored, and then he got a scoring title. So that means he did it the best for one
Right.
year. So as a scorer and as a shooter, because he shot tremendously. So Alex English, I give him a 94. His highest number for me is a 94. Now we go to the light skin assassin, Mr. Handles, Mr. 3-point from half court. We go to Steph Curry. Steph Curry in 16 years, he got 25,386 points. He got 2 scoring titles. He's number 18 on the top 50 all-time averages. He averaged 24.74 points. He averaged 30 points 2 times. We're gonna rewind this a little bit. So Steph Curry, 16 years, 2 scoring titles, and 2 times he averaged 30. Now we go to B. How you feel about Steph Curry as a scorer and his halves number?
All right. One question before I give you his hats.
What's up?
Does defense have any impact in the hat?
Nope.
No.
No?
It's all offense talk, baby. It's
Consistent
all
scoring.
So 99.
mm, mm.
Greatest shooter of all time. How could you not have him? You got to have him more than 95. Handles, ridiculous. Assists, he ridiculous. They double team him. He's going to get the ball where it needs to go. And then mid range, long range, off the dribble, step backs. It's just, come on, 99.
Okay. Now, Steph Curry, scoring and his ass number.
First of all, Benny, stop creating players. You can't just put a 99 up there and create your own player, man. But no, seriously, I want to give him a 99. I want to give him 100. I'm going to give him a 98.
Okay.
Only reason I'm giving Steph Curry a 98 is because he's the greatest 3-point shooter of all time, not the greatest shooter of all times. And sometimes his field goal percentage can be a little underwhelming, but it's nothing that you can say about Steph. Like, I feel like he's passed every goal that has been set for him. And let's not forget, not only an MVP unanimous, scoring title. He wasn't the greatest passer, but he's a great passer.
Right.
He didn't have the greatest handles, but he had great handles. The guy's all around great. I'm going to give him a 98. It's well deserved, man. Steph Curry. Like, what can you say?
Yeah, and to me, I'm gonna give him 100. I'm gonna give him 100. You know why? Because with the handle and the shooting alone, and I feel Seth, his field goal percentage don't always be top notch, and he might only have like 6 dunks in his career, but but dunking ain't the only athleticism.
Facts.
know, with his layups, so therefore with his shooting alone, with his 3-point shots, with his big buckets, when he turned it on, we regardless if it's 3-point or whatever, when he turned
Hmm.
it on, you ain't seen a better shooter.
That's a
You know,
fact.
Yep.
so I had to give him 100, man. I think Steph got the first 100. He got the first 100 since we've been doing this. This is the
No
second
doubt.
show that we did the halves. And this is the big surprise right here. I put my hands up for DeMar DeRozan. He's the number 25th all-time leading scorer. You might as well call him Omar from The Wire.
Right.
'Cause he's a sneaky shooter. You know what I'm saying? He's a sneaky shooter. He gotta be Omar from The Wire because it's
Hmm.
surprising to me out of all the great players that we've seen. He's number 25. So out of 5,000 players, only 24 guys scored more buckets than DeMar DeRozan. And he's still playing. So when he finished, he could be in the top 20, possibly the top 10. So let's
Yeah.
get to DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan played 16 years, got 25,292 points. He has 0 scoring titles. He's number 49 on the all-time scoring average with 21.31 points per game. He never averaged 30, but check this out. He played the same amount of years as Steph Curry, right?
Hmm.
And has less than 100 points less. Their careers is almost
Wow.
mirrored as far as years and points.
You said he has only 100 points less than Steph?
Yes. Steph Curry has 25, 386. DeMar DeRozan has 25, 292. So we're gonna go to Sev first. DeMar DeRozan, 16 years, 16 years and number 25 on the all-time bucket list.
Okay. I'm not surprised. And
Mm.
I think I may have said this before in another show. Outside of Michael Jordan, DeMar DeRozan is the best mid-range player that I have ever seen in my life.
Oh, that's
This
great.
dude has scored 50 points without shooting a three-pointer. He's had 50-point games without shooting a three-pointer.
Mm.
That says all that needs to be said right about DeMar DeRozan. He can get to the basket. He's quick. If he catch you on that first step, it's over. He's going straight to the basket. He's not really a three-point shooter. Even the league today in this era, he's not a big three-point shooter. He
Mm.
can shoot the three when he needs to. Um, I feel like the only reason he doesn't have titles is because of LeBron. That being on the East, him. But I'm gonna give DeMar DeRozan a 92.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him a 92 because he has good handles. He has a quick first step. He might not be the most athletic, but he has some athleticism. And his mid-range game alone, grading on the curve, I'm giving him 110%. So
Oh,
definitely a 92 for DeMar DeRozan.
all right, B. All right, B is on you. DeMar DeRozan as a scorer and his has number.
We're gonna go with 90. We're
Okay.
gonna go with 90. Um, Definitely mid-range. One of the best mid-range players we've seen. I think he was really, really good in the open court. He did a
Mm-hmm.
lot of damage in the open court as a guard or forward or what. He was a I think he usually played for small forward. But in the
Mm-hmm.
open court, like his speed and athleticism, he was able to do a lot of damage. And then half court, you can depend on his mid range.
Mm-hmm.
So really good player, 90.
Okay. Okay. All right, Benny, that was disrespectful. I haven't talked about nobody's score, but Benny, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that, DeMar DeRozan, man. One time, if it wasn't for LeBron, DeMar DeRozan was the best player in the East.
Yeah,
When it
definitely.
comes to carrying his team with scoring, he was
Hmm.
he was bar none. He was carrying Toronto with buckets after buckets after buckets. I
Hmm.
gotta give DeMar DeRozan a 95 because when
Woo!
you
Mm.
look
I
at
respect it.
yeah, when you look at his handles and what he was able to do, and yeah, he wasn't a three-point shooter like Ben said and like Sev said, but it ain't just three-point shooting, it's shooting.
Hmm.
So you want to give him the points. The only time he didn't score was when he was playing against the Cavs. You know what I'm saying? Not score, but the only time he missed some shots. But DeMar
Hmm.
DeRozan is clutch, and even when he went to the Spurs, even with Pop, because Pop usually don't let people score like that.
Right,
He
right.
still got his buckets, so that's why he's number 25. So I got to definitely give DeMar DeRozan a 95. Right. This is Seb's favorite player. You know what I'm saying? It's been turned, but I should give it to him. But we're gonna wait to see what you gotta say. But number 26 is none other than Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller played 15 years. He has 25,000 points. 25,279 points. He has zero scoring titles. He's not in the top 50 scoring averages, but he averaged 18.6 for 15 years, and he never averaged 50. So, Benny, this is Reggie Miller. Give me how you feel of him as a scorer and what you think his has number is.
I'm gonna give Reginald. I'm gonna give him a 95.
Whew.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him 95. I'm
This,
gonna give him a 95. A lot on shooting. Uh, he was a very clutch shooter. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him. Obviously, I'm a Knicks fan. Destroy teams with
Mm.
the shooting. Um, he had a good enough handle. He can get to his spot. You wasn't gonna force him to do anything he want. He had a good handle. His shooting, mid range, long range. Obviously, he played in the era with the 3-pointer, so he's been knocking threes down since he came into the league. I'm pretty sure he got. I don't know the numbers, but I'm pretty sure he had to come away with a 3-point shootout championship or
yeah.
somewhere. Um, but lethal shooter. You know what I'm saying? He became a villain at the Garden,
Hmm.
and he deserved that. He deserved that. If you're a villain at the Garden, it's not at this point. It's not even a bad thing. It's like recognition. It's respect.
Okay, okay, Sev. Reggie Miller, man. How you feel about Reggie Miller as a scorer? And what's his halves number?
You know what? I'm glad you let Ben go first because I think that I was going to devalue and disrespect Reggie Miller. No, I'm being for real. Before I heard Ben speak, because he said one thing that really changed the whole aspect or my perspective, and that's clutch. Like Reggie Miller might be one of the most clutch shooters ever. Not to mention, right now, he's top three. Is he still top three greatest 3-point shooters ever?
Probably.
I know Steph passed him, but I think he still might be number three. Is Steph,
Mm,
Ray Allen, maybe Reggie, right? So
mm,
great shooter. So I'm gonna give Reg a 91. And
mm.
one thing I will actually, I'm gonna give Reggie Miller a 92. And the
Okay.
reason I'm gonna take it up 1 point is because to this day, I still don't. I've seen anybody move with the ball better than Reggie Miller.
Mm.
You'll guard that dude and he won't even have the ball. But he's moving so much that you're forced to guard him. So I'm going to give Reg a 92.
I got you. I got you. And the funny thing about Reggie Miller is everything that y'all said. He's clutch. He's a hell of a shooter, hell of a three-point maker. He had a decent handle. He wasn't doing the
Mm-hmm.
crossovers in the hezzy, but his handle was good enough to get him his shots. And he was athletic
Mm-hmm.
enough because he ran around the court. And every now and then he'd catch a little two-hand dunk.
Oh yeah.
He will. So I'm gonna give him a little higher than y'all guys. I'm because the shooting is where I'm giving him the extra point. With Vince
I got
Carter,
you.
I gave him extra with his athleticism. You know, before Steph Curry, Reggie Miller, like it was Larry Bird, then it was Reggie, then it was Ray Allen. You know, but Steph
Definitely.
Mhm.
Curry, look, he's crazy. So with him, I gotta give him like a 94, a 94. I want to give him a 95, but I'm gonna give him a 94. And I'm gonna say something about Reggie Miller. You know, I didn't really like. I don't think I was a Knicks fan at the time when he was killing them. But you know what made me feel good? You know, when somebody's that great at something, to see them that bad at something, I seen him dress. Reggie Miller is the worst dressed guy you ever want to see. He have
Oh
a belt
man.
on with a jersey and have his jersey tucked. You
Oh
know what I mean?
man.
So Reggie, you're a hell
Yeah.
of a shooter, but you need a PR person.
Oh man.
You
Um.
So we're gonna go with number 27 is none other than the logo, Jerry West. Jerry West played 14 years, which is impressive. He only played 14 years. He has 25,192 points. He has one scoring title. He's number seven. Hear me out, fellas. He's number seven on the all-time averages. For his 14 years, he averaged 27.03. Jerry West averaged 33 times. 33 times. So you got one scoring title, averaged 33 times. He's number seven on the all-time scoring average. I'm gonna pass it to you, Seb. How do you feel about Jerry West as a scorer, and what you think about his has number?
Well, first of all, Jerry West, the logo, not logo. We don't know, but listen, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I could say all of the negative cliches. Oh, who did he play against? What about this? What about that? But you said something to me once, and you said, if you're great, it doesn't matter who else around you is great. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be great. If you're great, you're great. Doesn't matter if everybody else is great. So I'm not gonna downplay him for the competition or anything like that. And to average what he's averaged, like that's amazing. So I'm gonna give him a 95. I'm gonna give Jerry West a 95. Hell, he get a 90 just for being the logo. You know, that says a lot. But I'm definitely impressed by his career. And I could be wrong. Is he the only one to win a Finals MVP while not winning the Finals?
Oh yeah, that was definitely that only.
That tells you everything that you need to know about the way he scored. Great scorer, decent enough handles. I mean, you seen it. You seen the logo. You know, good shooter. I can't really speak for his athleticism, but you know, I'm gonna give him a 95. Yeah, I'm gonna go 95. Jerry West.
All right, B is on you. Jerry West, one scoring title, averaged 33 times. How you feel about him as a scorer, and what's his halves number?
I'm gonna give Jerry West 97.
Ooh.
Um, he was he had everything. He had handles. His athleticism wasn't crazy, but he had handles and he was a good shooter. He was a good basketball player, but he was a lethal shooter.
Mm.
Walt Clyde Frazier, perhaps one of the greatest defensive guards in this league, I heard him say, one of the players that gave me headaches was Jerry West.
Yeah.
He was lethal in everything. He said, he became a good defensive player by knowing you're not going to stop them. But what you're going to try to do is, if the game is close, you're going to try to get the main stop that's going to win the game, because you're not going to stop these guys. They're just too good, you know. And Jerry West was that. You know, he was just too good. He wasn't on. Nobody could guard him. 97.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 95. I'm gonna give him a 95. And Jerry West is one of them players that, when you look at the era, see, sometimes we don't give people points for era, but he's still
Hmm.
one of those players that played with a guy who averaged 30 himself.
That's a fact.
So for him to average 27 points a game, I don't know how many years he played with Elgin Baylor. But for him to play with another elite scorer on his same team,
Hmm.
that shows you what of a great scorer he was. So hands down, great scorer. That's why I give him a 95. But when it comes to his handles, his athleticism, he's probably not the most athletic player, but he didn't need to because his game allowed him to kill you the way he needed to.
That's a fact.
Some guys don't have to hit you with the heavy blow, but if they're gonna jab you to death, and that's what Jerry West was. He jabbed you to death until he made you dizzy. And he was a hell of a shooter. He was able to run off screens and make shots.
Hmm.
He was able to dribble to his spots and make shots. And he was clutch. So Jerry West, I give him a 95. Now we go to Benny. We go to Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing at number 28. Patrick Ewing for 17 years, he had 24,815 points for his career. He has 0 scoring titles. He dismissed the top 50 scoring average. The younger guys just pushed them out here because we still got a lot of
Mm.
guys. But he averaged 21 points for his career for 17 years, but he never averaged 30 points. B, how you feel about Patrick Ewing as a scorer and then his has number?
I'm gonna give Big Pat a 90.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him a 90.
What you say,
Um,
Sam? Hold on, B. What you say, Sam?
Oh my God! Not the Knicks assist.
yes, I gotta keep it
Wow.
real. I gotta keep it real. He's at 90 for scoring because he wasn't the greatest jump shooter, even though he developed a really good mid-range jump shot that he actually
Hmm.
used a lot in the playoffs when we made those runs. So, you got to give him credit for shooting. Um, no handles. No handles whatsoever. Um, but he was a warrior. He was a warrior and he willed everything he did. So I'm gonna put him because he did become a scorer, and he became that Nick that 20, 25, 28 points center scoring out there. So 90, big Pat.
All right, B. So said we got Patrick Ewing, 17 years. He averaged 21, no scoring titles, and he never averaged 30. How you feel about Pat as a scorer? And then what's his has number?
I feel a lot better about Pat than the way I feel about Ben right now. That much.
Yo.
Ben, I don't know about Ben, man. This guy just disrespected one of the greatest Knicks players ever. Nah, but seriously, I'm gonna give Pat a 92. Not much higher than Ben. I was just messing because, like you said, was non-existent. He could shoot a 15, 17 footer. He was impactful under the rim. We would get that all day. When you go up and the game is on the line, you dunk that shit. You dunk that, man. You don't finger roll. So that lost him points right there. So I'm gonna give Pat 92. I mean, anybody that averages 21, 22 points and 10 rebounds, that's great. Like that's amazing.
Yeah,
And for 17 years to average over 21 points, I have to give him at least a 92.
I feel you. I feel you. That's what's up. Pat, I'm gonna give him a 90 like B. I'm gonna give him a 90, and only thing because handles, come on. If Pat brought the ball up, Spike Lee would have passed out. You hear me? Spike Lee would have passed out. He probably would have stole a ball from calling timeout, you know?
Oh
No,
man.
but as far as athleticism and scoring, Patrick Ewing had the craziest knees, but it helped him be
Yeah,
athletic. Like he still
that's a
was
fact.
athletic because he could get the ball and do that ugly dunk that he do behind the back. Like so he was athletic and he was one of the better jump shot big men that we've seen.
Yeah, definitely.
Had a J. It might be up here. You know what I mean?
That
Pat,
arc was hella, right?
yeah, he shoot like he was raising his hand. You know,
That's right.
they don't even think he's shooting. He's like, yo. So I had to give him a 90, man. Now,
Mamba clock.
what you say?
Mamba clock. He was
And,
Jamaican.
Mhm.
I'm so happy that he played basketball because being that tall and that ugly, it was over.
Nah, we not about to do this.
You
Nah,
see? You were getting on me, but yo, he's the one killing them.
yeah, this guy, we not about to do this to
I'm
Pat.
just saying, come on now. Come on now. Like
Yeah, I do turn his basketball card around though. I
you
don't.
want to know how you want to know how, like, no disrespect to Patrick Ewing, because everybody's not handsome. But you know why we know that he's not handsome? Because he was great in New York and he never had a cameo.
That's a fact.
Like you in Hollywood, you in East Coast Hollywood.
That's a fact.
You never
Was he
had a
even in
cameo.
Eddie? He wasn't in Eddie, was he?
He wasn't on nothing. I think they didn't put him on Sesame Street. It was down the street. Scaring the kids, man. What Pat
Oh
doing?
Pat,
man.
come on, Pat.
All right, now we got
Hey,
number 29 is Ray Allen. Ray Allen played, excuse me, Ray Allen played 18 years. He had 24,505 points. He's not on the top 50 scoring averages all time, but he averaged 18.9 for 18 years, and he never averaged 30 points. So, Sam, Ray Allen as a scorer and give us his halves number. He got game.
yeah, he's a way better scorer than he is an actor. Stop looking in the camera, Ray. Turn around. Come on, Jesus. But Ray Allen, another one of those great shooters. Great shooters, good handles. I mean, he could take it to the basket and was athletic. We look at the Ray Allen that played with LeBron and played, on Boston later on. We forget Jesus Shuttleworth. You know what I'm saying? We forget that he played above the rim. So I'm going to give Ray Allen a 93. Another one of those guys that sacrificed in his career in order to win titles and in order for other people to be great around him. So I'm going to give him a 93. Second greatest three-point shooter of all time. Jesus Shuttleworth, everybody. 93.
That's what's up. Hey, B, how you feel about Ray Allen as a scorer, and what's his halves number?
95.
Okay.
95, great shooter. And I'm talking about he was always a shooter going back to college.
Mm-hmm.
He was a great shooter then. Enter the league as a shooter, continue that throughout his career. When he first came in the league, he was shooting the lights out, but he would give you a helmet too. I see many highlights where he was giving out helmets. His handle was all right. It wasn't crazy, but it was good enough. But definitely great shooter, clutch shooter, had enough athleticism to get him to the basket and get to his shots. 95.
I'm gonna surprise y'all with this one. I'm giving him a 97.
Whoa.
Okay.
And the reason I'm giving him a 97 because his shooting and being clutch, and in his younger years, he was very athletic. If you Google Ray Allen dunks, he ain't just dunk it by himself.
Mm-hmm.
He was putting them on him. And then his handles was good enough, but his shooting was so superior.
Yeah.
And then he was one of them players where clutch. And then, with Ray Allen right here, we don't realize it, but he could have way more points, but he decided to play with other players and took a lesser role. And
Oh
at
yeah.
some of these times, I call him the first Chris Bosh,
Mm.
because Ray Allen was still good enough to be the guy,
Right.
but he wanted to win so bad, he knew how to play his role. And Chris Bosh did that. And then as soon as LeBron leave, see what Chris Bosh did. So Ray Allen, I give him a 97 because he had enough handles to get him his shot. He had enough athleticism. If you give him the lane, he might bring you the pain. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then with shooting, he saved a lot of games and he helped both teams win a championship from his clutch shots. So
Right.
Ray Allen, I have to give him a 97. Now, this is the last guy we got right here. This is AI the answer. Allen
Mm.
Iverson is number 30. He's the last guy on tier 3 in the bucket list. We have part 1 was 1 through 10, part 2 was 11 through 20, and now we on part 3. And Allen Iverson is the last guy on the third tier. Allen Iverson played 14 years, which I wish he would have played more. He
Definitely.
had 24,368 points. He has 4 scoring titles. And we spoke of him before, so we know this, but I'm going to still repeat it. He has 4 scoring titles. He's number 9 in all-time scoring average. He averaged 26.66 in 14 years. And he averaged 30 points 4 times. He averaged 30 points 4 times, 4 scoring titles, and number 9 on the all-time scoring average. We're going to go to UB. It's the last guy right here, Allen Iverson.
Well, I think he symbolizes past.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm I'm gonna give him a 99. You know what I'm saying? Because what are you gonna say? Handles, ridiculous. Shooting, ridiculous. Athleticism, ridiculous. He fits every single category. And he was a tremendous scorer. So I don't think there's much to say. 99 for the answer. It's amazing a player at his size, what he accomplished. So yeah, 99.
Mm. Okay. Sav, Allen Iverson as a scorer and then as his halves number.
I'm gonna agree with Ben. 99. I mean, he checks every box, bro. Ridiculous handles, can get to the basket, can dunk on you at 5'5". Um, Shooter, high volume shooter, but he's gonna shoot. Crossover, ridiculous. Think of handles, you think of AI, and what he did for the culture. Coming in the braids, the tattoos, he changed the culture. I'm gonna give him a 99 all day. And the only reason I won't give him 100 is because I wish he would have played longer. But 99 for AI.
I thought you were gonna say I wish he would have won to practice.
Yeah, he probably got that extra point from you. I'm
Right.
I'm gonna give Allen Iverson 100 plus plus plus. I mean, ain't too many more handles better than him.
Mm-hmm.
And at the guard position, especially the point guard position, ain't too many more athletic guards.
Definitely not.
And when you say shooting, ain't a shot he can't make. And
Whether you want him to or not, right?
ain't a shot he won't take either. But ain't a shot he can't take. Like you could say shoot it from here, you could say step back this way, crossover this way, whatever way Allen Iverson can make the shot. So
Mm-hmm.
therefore, I have to give him 100. I Have to give him 100. You know, like it's not too many point guards that could score the way he do. And you remember when he first came into the league, he was jamming it on them, jamming it on them. I mean, he came from Georgetown doing it, but they thought like, oh, that was just because he was in college.
Right.
He was jamming it on them. So you say crossover, ridiculous, maybe top 5 crossover,
Right.
All time, definitely.
maybe top 5 crossover all time. Then you say athleticism as his position, top 5 all time.
Right.
And then when you say shooting, not so much. But when you say scoring, you know, so I had to give him 100, man. That's the bucket list part 3. We had one of the guys on the show. So we got a little minutes to chop it up on whatever. Because Benny said Brogdon got here. So we're gonna just go around the world and talk about a little bit. But we're not even gonna, I'm gonna speak this to y'all, and y'all tell me what it mean to y'all, right? Because on the last episode, somebody commented. I can't remember the guy's name. I'm sorry for not shouting you out. I meant to hit you early, but I had a lot of stuff going on. But he said y'all need to do the all-time turnovers. And I know he don't like LeBron. He gotta not like LeBron. Because yeah, because what I found out is that, we only go to the top 10. We're not going to go through the whole list. We're only going to do the top 10. But what I found out is LeBron is the only guy in NBA history to have over 5,000 turnovers. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to speak on this. I'm going to say my little quick, real quick. But LeBron is number 1. LeBron has 5,471 turnovers in 23 years. Westbrook has 4,829 turnovers in 17 years. Karl Malone has 4,524 in 19 years. James Harden has 4,260 in 16 years. John Stockton has 4,244 in 19 years. Kobe Bryant has 4,010 turnovers in 20 years. Jason Kidd has 4,003 turnovers in 19 years. Moses Malone has 3,804 in 19 years. Isaiah Thomas, Zeke, has 3,682 turnovers in 13 years. And Elijah Wan has 3667 and 18 years. So my man, I don't know your name, but I'm gonna give you this shout out because you brought this to my attention, and I gotta put a little joke on it because we're gonna speed the show. We're gonna get back to the jokes, man, because sports told funny is the best thing you can ever hear. You know what I mean? So with LeBron James, since he's Mr. Turnover, like now on, no, he's Mr. Turnover. He's Mr. Turnover. So, so if you see somebody making pancakes or whatever, and you see the bubbles, because when it's time to flip the pancakes, when you see the bubbles. When you see the bubbles, it's time to flip. That if you don't know, I just went to a gym. It's time to flip. So if you see somebody cooking pan, you say, yo, LeBron James that, yo. Turn that over, yo.
Turn that over. Yo, that's what's up. I love it.
You need to put that on the t-shirt for real.
Yeah, definitely. I love it.
Put that on the t-shirt. LeBron flipping pancakes. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I love it. LeBron that over, bro.
You gonna start a job, you be like, how's the LeBron James here? You be like, they be getting them out of here. Turnover.
That's what's up.
I mean, they don't stay here long. They be LeBron James and you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
But by hearing the list, was y'all surprised with anybody on the turnover list?
Yes.
Me too.
Yes. Definitely Johnny Stockton.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mr. Fundamentalist. I'm surprised his turnover ratio was so high. I'm not surprised at any of the big men because big men turn over the fucking ball. But guards, I'm very surprised, I guess, because they have the ball in their hands so much. Definitely, I know that's a factor. But I'm surprised at Johnny Stockton that it was so high.
Yeah, that's a
And
fact. Go ahead.
I'm on the opposite end of that spectrum. I was more surprised at Karl Malone and Elijah one, because Karl Malone being one of the top scorers in the history of the game, um, like that surprised me. Like how many? That's a lot of turnovers, bro. Like
Yeah.
what? Check his shooting percentages now. John John Stockton doesn't surprise me because he had like a 60% rate. Like those guys had the ball all the time, and they were
Right.
being defended harder than anybody else. Like it was nothing to see then double teamed, and I wasn't surprised at Westbrook. He turned the ball over playing shadow ball. He defending himself and turned the ball over. I was a little surprised with LeBron being number one. He's great ball protector, handler, passer. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the guards didn't surprise me. But the big men actually did a little more.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I was surprised with LeBron for one, even though he has 10,000 assists. So he has over 10,000 assists. So he's probably
Hmm.
21 ratio with turnovers or whatever. But the thing about it is that everybody kept it quiet. Like
Right,
this is
right.
like the this is the worst thing you can do on the court.
No, facts.
Right.
Other than scoring in the opposite basket.
Listen, I mean, I don't mean to flip it, but me as a diehard struggling Jets fan, we just lost the game on a turnover, and they decided to just wave the dude like, "Yo, you're out of here, done."
Right,
They
right.
took Gibson. They what they do with him? They trade him. They just fucking waved him.
Yeah.
They just waved the guy. Oh, you turning over the ball? You out of here.
Yeah, and the sad thing about it is it's so many turnovers. When he finished, if we do the last dance, like if they show his turnovers, it could be a whole episode. You know? Like a whole, like that's a lot of turnovers. You know what I'm
It
saying?
is.
That's a lot of
It
turnovers. It could be
is.
like one episode of all his turnovers. You're like, yo, come on. You be like sitting there like, yo, watching the soap operas because some of them had to be in big moments as well.
Oh,
Of course,
definitely.
of course, of
All
course.
right, so what's going on? What's going around the world right now, Benny? You brought the Brogdon to me. How you feel about that?
Um, I liked Brogdon for a very long time. We were trying to get him a few years ago, but the price was just too high, or whatever the case might be. Then injuries happen or whatever. I just finished as soon as I heard that we got him. I looked at his highlights from just last year. That's what I look at the recent highlight. And hey, look, as a backup point guard, I think it's a great addition. Um, he's not scared out there. He can run the team. He can take it to the basket. He'll shoot it. I think is what we need, man.
All right, Seb. What you got? What you got on your mind, Seb? You got something you want to drop? You got a gym? Seb frozen. Seb is
Oh,
gone. Seb is gone. I'm gonna say something right now. I'm really loving what Master Pill is doing right now. Like this don't have nothing to do with sports or anything. But Master
I
Pill,
apologize, fellas. I was having some technical difficulties there.
you good, you good. I'm getting on Master Pill right now. I really like what Nas is doing. Ghostface album is fire. Raekwon album is fire. And then October 10th, they dropping the new Mobb Deep album on Master Pill.
Mm.
Nas has resurrected the 90s and the 80s right now. So with and they got a song called Infinite right now with Prodigy on it.
I
You
ain't hear
know,
it yet.
yeah,
okay.
he got a song. So the whole album gonna be Havoc and Prodigy. They found some tracks. They put it together.
Word.
It's
Oh, really?
it's so mob deep. There's all new track. It's like 14
Yeah.
new track. It's called The Infinite, not the infamous, The Infinite. And the first track right now, you go to different places. It's called or against the world, something like Mob Deep Against the World. But it's real hard, man. It's real hard. So that's where I'm at right now. Raekwon and Ghost got bangers on his. He got like old school flavor.
Mm.
He Ghost go crazy, and then Raekwon, he chef it up. Like one of my favorite songs on Raekwon thing is called One Life. So
Okay.
when y'all get a chance, holler at me. Seb, what's good? What you want to drop on us?
Well, first of all, let me just say I'm here for that. Um, I it was something that I wanted to say. I don't want to change the tempo, but I just want to like everybody out there in the world, like the world is crazy right now, but especially like us men, like we gotta take care of ourselves, man. Go get checked, do all of the stuff. You over 40, like I just got checked recently. Had some stuff going on. I ain't gonna speak about on air, but like I'm just encouraging all of the brothers out there, man. Like go get checked. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself checked out. Take care of yourself. Make sure you good, man. You know, like there's a lot going on in the world, so just like, don't be afraid of the doctor. The doctor's your friend, bro.
No doubt. No doubt. Listen, I'm 50. I'm 50. And wifey, I already made my appointment last week.
That's
Started,
what's up.
got my blood and all that stuff. Wifey's pushing it. Like, wifey's eager. Oh, you're 50. You need to go.
That's what's up.
Colonoscopy. They're going to put it up there. I'm like, yo, she's like mad hype for me to get this
Right.
procedure done. What is this? Like, is she getting a kick out of this? Like, yo, what the
Right. Nah, that's from all that time you was like, nah, babe, we could do this. Relax your back. Then she gonna be right there.
When she gonna drive it, but just remember, just breathe easy.
Right.
Breathe easy. Yeah, I was watching Gilly and Wallow. They had Peter Guns on there, and they was talking about tossing salad or something. And what's called it is so funny, man. He said, you tell them girls to pop the trunk. She's like, what? Pop the trunk? Like, when you come up with this talk about pop the trunk?
Wow.
Funny thing, I did the colonoscopy, right? And you take the thing. I gotta do another one, but you take the thing. I got an annual coming up in October. You take the drink, you flush everything. You flush everything. But the thing about it is to this, because then they take you with you take the pill to kind of make you drowsy so you can kind of go to sleep.
So you go to sleep. That's right.
Yeah. And then when you there, so you undress with the thing on, with the gown on. And then they bend you over on your side and make you press your teeth. And the funny thing about it is this, right? Once you fading, it's like the last image you see somebody. That motherfucker was smiling, B. You know what I mean?
No.
Motherfucker was smiling. So that was the lights right here in your eyes, so you looking. They putting their shit on, you know what I mean?
Right.
But the last smile, I didn't like the dude smile when I went out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think for me, because I just
you're not sending me out to battle with a good mindset right
now.
now.
No, listen,
come on, man.
For me, what it was when he was putting the gloves on and he asked me if it was a particular type of lubrication that I like, and I'm like, who was you talking to? Like, what the hell?
Like, yo, we gotta go. We got like 62 seconds. I thought you said he asked you what kind of music you like.
No, he was like, is it a particular type of lubrication?
And the dude put a glove on, ask you what kind of music you like. You know what I mean? We going to the wrong thing. This is GOAT Metrics number 36, man. This is part 3, the bucket list, man. That's Benny Blanco, Se7en Sign in the building. Lifeline, we out, man. Peace.
All right, one.
No doubt. Peace.